Hi, it's Tracy from Turex Tarot with just a little bit of a health update. I haven't been on YouTube other than watching it for quite a while. I have been just really lazy, really. The fatigue is starting to get to me now, which is not too bad. I've only got 2 more chemos to go, including tomorrow. So after tomorrow, hopefully there's just 1 more lot. But I thought I would update you on the results of the scan that I had. So with this particular cancer, which is lymphoma, they go by a number system. So it's a little bit different to like the breast cancer, stage 1 or stage 2, 3 or 4. So my count before I started treatment was sitting at 20. And after all the treatment that I've had, my count is now at 2 to 3. So very, very positive news. So I've only got a little bit of activity left. Tomorrow when I go to the doctor, I'm going to ask, because I'm presuming after my last chemo treatment, they'll give me another scan just to see where it's at. And if it hasn't disappeared, do I just keep on having chemo until the whole lot is just back to 0? Or do I have to, what's the options? What do you do? Because apparently when this chemo finishes, well, that's it for me. I don't take any tablets or anything like that. It's completely different to the breast cancer. So with the breast cancer, I've been taking a monthly hormone injection, which I haven't had since I've been doing this lot of chemo because too much stuff can, I can interfere type of thing. So once I have finished my treatment for lymphoma, and then I'll go back on the monthly hormone injections for the breast cancer side of things. And he's not too sure, my oncologist. I've got to catch up with him, I think on the Tuesday. We're having a telehealth conference. I haven't spoken to him for about a month because he's actually, in all this time that I've been with him, he actually had some time off, which is really, really good. So I'll be able to catch up with him. And there's this new tablet, because the last time I spoke to him, I asked if he's going to put me on some tablets because I've had all these bad reactions. He said he doesn't know. He's going to think about it. But prior to that, they released this new medication out, which has some really positive results for women with breast cancer. It's to stop it reoccurring. So even though mine sort of, metastasized into my lymph nodes, so even though it's metastasized into my lymph nodes, the lymphoma is something completely different again because that's the blood. It sort of affects the blood sites. It's confusing, but anyway, I'm going to ask him about that to see if that's suitable for me because that's come up on the PBS, which means it's on the public script system here in Australia. Prior to that, it wasn't, so it would cost I think it was a horrendous amount, like $10,000 or something like that, which nobody can afford. So now it'll be like the normal $8 script for it. So I'm going to ask him about that when I catch up with him on Tuesday. But other than that, I look a bit pale in this. I don't know if I've got the light on because I noticed I forgot. I had been so long since I've made videos that I forgot that I had a light. I had it packed away. So I might look a little bit pale. Maybe I'm a little bit pale. I don't know because I did a few weeks back, probably 3 weeks ago, I had a flu. So I knocked me on my feet for a week. And then probably last week we my husband and I got this type, we think it was a follow-up from the flu. We were both very, very tired, like we've been bitten by a CC fly. It was just ridiculous. Can't stop sleeping. My husband's got the final dregs of it now. I think I am completely over it now, thank goodness. But I have been getting very, very tired, and I just think it's just from the chemo. It's all catching up. Everything's just catching up with me now, which, it's not surprising because I've not only had this chemo, but I had chemo before when my neck was like really, really swollen. I've had a fair bit of chemo last year, this year. It does catch up with you. And sometimes with chemo, you can still feel the effects up to 12 months after. You can still get tired. Hopefully that's not going to be the case with me. I don't think it will be, but I have noticed it, and I've been getting a bit of aches and pains in my knees and shin bones and my hip for some reason today. I don't know what's wrong with my hip. It's really, really sore, so I just took a painkiller for that. But besides the fatigue, the chemo has not been affecting me, which has been really, really good. I'm glad. So, yeah, so basically that's it. I'm just waiting now to see if I have another scan after my final chemo, and I'm hoping that remaining active bit will be completely gone. And if not, I don't know if I'll still have to keep on, if they're just going to give me another couple of rounds of chemo or what they're going to do, because I can't take, they call it the red devil. It's a part of chemo that's like bright red that when they give it to you, so that's in, it's in my, whatchamacallit. Oh, I'm going to take this off. These things, what are they called? PICC lines. God, that's another thing. I've been getting chemo brain again, which is like baby brain. You just forget everything. So what they do is they put it in here, and it's red. But because I had that when I had breast cancer, I've had my lifetime quota of that now. I can't have any more because it'll start affecting my heart. You can get heart attacks and that sort of thing. So which I don't really need. So they're just going to give me the other part of chemo. I don't know if she's going to mix anything else in up, but like I said, I'll find out tomorrow. It's going to be a whole day tomorrow because I've need to get a new armband for my lymphedema in this arm, because I've lost so much weight. It just sort of bags around here, and it kind of makes my arm ache. So I've got that at 9 o'clock. And then I see my doctor at 10:30, and then I've got chemo, and it's like a 2-hour round trip from where we are, the hospital. So it's going to be a whole day thing tomorrow. So I thought if I don't do this video today, I'm never going to get it done. So that's where I'm at. So otherwise, I'm feeling really good. I have lost a lot of weight. You can probably see in my face. But, honestly, now when I look at myself in the mirror, I recognise myself. I don't think, God, who's that fat cow in the mirror anymore? Because menopause really played havoc with me. So I'm 68 kilos now. So if I can get to 65, because that was actually my goal weight. I wanted to, before I got sick, I wanted to get down to 65 kilos. I just wish I didn't have to, didn't get cancer to lose the weight. It's not because I haven't been eating. I've been eating quite well, although I haven't had much of an appetite this week, but the nurses said not to worry too much because I'm pretty steady with my weight. So, although I have lost a fair bit this time around, but I'm not worried. So I'm really happy that I'm looking like myself again. I really am. So that's good, because when I was in the hospital and then 2 months in January and Feb, when they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me, and had so much fluid in my body, like my legs were like upturned milk bottles. They were gigantic. I couldn't even lift my leg off the bed. Like, the nurses had to help me get off the bed so I could go to the toilet. It was just ridiculous. And I was 98 kilos. And I hadn't been that heavy since when I first got diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2021, because the chemo does put weight on you, and the steroids, because you've got to have steroids as well. So I've got to take I think it's 100 milligrams of steroids for the 5 days during my chemo, and then you stop. And you're just like buzzing. It's like you're on, not that I've ever had it, but it's like you're on speed. You're just flying around everywhere sort of thing, which would probably be good because I've been pretty tired, so that'll probably be helping me. So I'm happy with the weight loss. And my husband keeps saying, oh God, you're so skinny now. And I said, babe, I was actually smaller than this when I met you, because when I met him I was 55 kilos. I've been 55 kilos for years and years and years until and below, until menopause hit me like a sledgehammer. It truly did, and I've never changed my eating habits, but it just went mental. So for all those women out there whose doctors tell them that's got nothing, it's the hormones. And it's quite interesting because I'm wondering if they had have actually delved into it a little bit further. Because I went and saw a nutritionist, a dietitian, they all said my diet was fine. But my breast cancer was hormone induced. So maybe, if they had delved into it a little bit more, maybe I mightn't have had to gone through this. Who knows? But that's what happened. I just put on so much weight. And the same thing happened to my mum. My mum is very, very small. And I clearly remember when she was 45 looking down at herself, and she said, geez, God, I'm getting fat, and it's the menopause, but luckily she never got cancer or anything like that. So that's where I'm at. Besides being really lazy and watching a lot of TV, I haven't watched much Tarot Tube. I haven't lost interest in the tarot, but I haven't really. I can't be bothered watching about it anymore. I just do my daily card pull, and that's about it. I've brought some new colouring books. I'm going to get stuck into my colouring book. I have brought a journal from Temu. Isn't it beautiful? Like, it's just so pretty. Can you see all? I don't know if you can see all the silver. Yeah, there you go. You can see all. Isn't it gorgeous? I think it was only about, I don't know, it was under $5. But what I'm actually making a, so it's all, Claude Monet. I hope you can see that properly. So what I'm doing I've never done a journal in my entire life. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a journal on signs that I've had since I've been diagnosed. So this is what this is going to be about. It's going to be about science. I've only done one page so far because, like I said, I've been really, really, really lazy. So, oh God, how's that? So that's the tree. Oops, there, that's the tree. And if you're wondering what that lightning bolt is, so that tree, for those of you who don't know, is a tree that I've developed a bond with on my morning walks, which I haven't been able to do for ages either. And I always lay my hands on it and I talk to it. And one day I got this almighty electric shock from it in my left arm. And I thought, oh shit, I've either offended it or something or whatever. But in the end, I think it was warning me that I had breast cancer, because not long after that I found out that I had it. And of course it was on the left hand side, wasn't it? So that's why I've got that little lightning bolt. Which hand have I got? There you go, that lightning bolt there. I've also got a black cat there because, of course, my cat Blackie, constantly seeing her. When I found out I was ill, I went for a walk just through the park there, and 3 crows flew in front of me and all turned around and looked at me, and I thought straight away, it's the triple goddess. I just knew it. I just knew it was a triple goddess. And I've got a little verse up there, and so the adventure begins, because, yeah, it's a long, long thing. Lots of rainbows, because I saw lots and lots of rainbows before I knew I was ill. Of course, butterflies, the transformation that I was going to go through, losing your breast and everything like that, and the lymph nodes taken out of your arm, and that's like probably worse than the mastectomy, to be honest. And yeah, so that's what I've decided to do. So I've been keeping a list on my phone of all the signs that I've been seeing, and that's what I'm going to do. So but it's a really nice little journal from Temu. If you like, it's just beautiful. I mean, have a look at that. Just gorgeous. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. So that's my journal. It's not going to be on tarot or anything like that. I've never journaled about tarot in my entire life, because every time I look at a flipping card, it means something different to me, like all the time. So I've just given up on that. But as for signs, I thought that would be something really different to do. And so I've been keeping notes, things that happened to me in the hospital, that sort of thing, and things that have happened to Evie and I, simultaneous. No, I can't pronounce that word. You know what I'm trying to say anyway, but things that have happened to us at both the same time, I'll just say that. It was just really weird. One day I was up to 4 or 5 stories up. I can't remember how many stories in this hospital, but it was right at the top floor. So there's no way anybody can, anyway, I just happened to look out the window and saw this beautiful, like a feather, like a pinkish type feather go past. And I thought straight away, it's Evie, because she does a lot of angelic prayers for me. She has been since I've been ill. Been a great, great, immense comfort and help to me in that way, and just being a wonderful friend. We all know how wonderful Evie is. And I think it was, I haven't got my phone with me, it's in the other room, but I think it was when her beloved cat, Moses, passed. And it was something to do with her mother as well. I can't quite remember now, but odd little things like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a visual diary of it, a visual journal of different types of signs. And as I progress, I'll go through, I'll probably show you more sort of thing. I've only done the one page because, like I've said, I've been really, really lazy. So the front one, I just sort of started with I've got some little tarot cards there, and the clock because of time ticking, and Be brave, I've got make it happen, and when nothing is sure, everything is possible. Just a few quotes that I've put on there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I've got everything, lots of different nice papers and stickers. I've all got on Temu because it's really cheap. I know a lot of people got funny thoughts about that, but I can't deny it. They, these little hats I've got from Temu. When I found out I had cancer again, I was going to lose my hair again. I'd actually gotten rid of my scarves, but one. And so I went back to the place where I got them, and they wanted like $60 just for a turban. This was $2.80. $2.80. So I ended up getting 5 of them, so I can just mix and match with whatever I'm wearing. So I don't care, because anything that's got the word cancer attached to it, they jack up the prices like anything. I mean, $60. It's I know it's exactly the same type of material. These are beautiful to wear. They're comfortable. I've been wearing a bit more now around the house because it's been cold in the mornings. My bloody noggin gets cold now. I said to Aaron that I'll have to get one of those, like the people in the 1800s, those little night hats on, because my woman head has been freezing at night. So so in the mornings I wear a beanie, which it's not a good look on me. Beanies don't suit me, not at all. So I'm getting there, guys. I'll be I definitely am going to be doing more content. I'm going to be doing, I had a lovely message from someone they said they just discovered my channel and they're watching my Ancient Voices. I will be doing more of them. She suggested who she'd like to see, which I would like to do. So I just wrote back to her and said, I'm just doing chemo now, but I can do research now. I can actually research these things while I'm getting better. And so that's it, really. So it's onward and forward. So I've been journaling, bought some nice colouring books again from Temu, which are not bad quality, actually. I got a hummingbird one and some flowers as well, because a lot of hummingbirds have been coming up as well. All sorts of different birds with different meanings for me have been around. And that's about it. So, besides being incredibly lazy, which I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, I still do things around the house and still do the dishes and cook and the washing and everything like that. But I do laze around a bit, I have to say. But it's just and Aaron was getting worried it was the cancer, but it's not really. It's just the fatigue. You just you just get like that, and I'm a lot better than the last time round. Like, I just could not literally keep my eyes open. They just roll back in my head. I'm probably down to now. I've seemed to have been getting over it. And I think a lot to do was the flu, because my immune system is like there's nothing there. So I just usually have an hour's nap a day, which is not bad. If I'm tired, I'm tired. I'll go to sleep. I don't care. Like, I'm really been looking after my body and just doing what it needs, basically. So that's what I've been doing. So I haven't really been doing much tarot beside the old card a day on the Shining Tribe app. I just do that. But I'm actually waiting from Temu. As you can see, my altar is underneath there, and I don't know if you can quite see, but I've got it's going to be like a little bit of a string with little pegs on it, so you can do your you can do your daily cards. So I'm going to hang them up underneath there. So I can't wait to get that, actually, because that'll be really good. I have got a stand, which I've got over there with some other cards on it, the moon of the, whatever the phases the moon in. Oh, God, what the moon phase is in. Sorry, my words aren't coming. I'm thinking right, but my words aren't coming out. It's all to do with chemo. You just get this, you forget things all the time. It'll get better. I know it will. So that's it. So I can't wait to get that. I'm also started getting back into doing my diamond art. I've started that ages ago before I got sick, and then I just stopped it. So actually I might leave that out and do some today. So I've got that. I'm going to be doing that as well. I've got another 2 to do after that. Actually, what I did get from Tim, I thought was quite good, because I used to have this like a wooden block, but this is like a little roller, so you can roll over them to make sure that they're actually, it stays stuck down. Actually, do I have to take that off, or is that just no, I think that plastic stays on, I think. I don't know, I don't want to pick it off. I haven't really looked at it. But anyway, that's what I'll be doing. So all my stuff down here is all my craft stuff, so I can actually wheel it out if I want to do it in the lounge room, which is not a good idea with 2 cats, believe me. Once I modified a deck, I don't know, maybe about a month ago. Oh God, what a disaster. What a little paws everywhere and touching everything. It was quite funny. So, yeah, that's not a good idea. I've been colouring a few of my decks. I've actually been giving, because I really want to concentrate using the tarot for myself, sort of thing. I've given up. I used to work for Future Me, which is an online tarot reading service, and I've worked for them for, I don't know, 5-6 years I've worked for him. I've given that up because I just, well, to be honest, it's just, I just haven't got the energy for it, sort of thing. I'm going to keep up my website. I'm currently retaking all the photos. I'm just revamping it at the moment. I wanted to open it up in May, but I don't know. It might be June now. I'm not pressuring myself. If I get it done in May, I get it done. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't really matter. But I've been taking photos and putting new spreads and things in there. So that sort of got a halt on it when I got sick with the flu. So I'll start that up again. So I've got a nice, dining table in the nice wooden one in the lounge room now, so I can actually well, I should say the dining room. It was a bit silly because the lounge and the dining is just one big room, so you know. But it's a nice table. So I've been taking photos of that and yeah, just uploading them to my website. So that's going to probably take more work than I thought, but it doesn't matter. There's no rush. So I'm just going to read from my own website now. I'm not going to work for anybody. I find when you work on a website that it's really hard because a lot of people, they'll buy a lot of orders, but because it's through Apple, you know, they can complain and say that they didn't get what they wanted. And I think somebody just before I left had I don't know, it was quite a few hundred in readings that they'd gotten, and then they just said that they wanted their money back, and then of course the owner, he had to give it back because you got no say in it, sort of thing. So, you know, which is very heartbreaking. This is a lot of work, you know, you put a lot of work when you read in for some other people, as those of you who are tarot readers and read professionally know, you know, you put your heart and soul in it, and then to have someone do that. So I think I got out at the right time. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm just going to work for myself. I've also just recently deleted my Facebook account. I can't be bothered with that anymore. It's just, I never seem to see anybody that I follow. It's, you know, friends or family. It's just these random people that are sharing things, or they want you to buy something, and I'm just so sick of it. So I just gave that up. Like, I deleted my Instagram account, I don't know, about 2-3 years ago, and I've never missed it. And I honestly can say I haven't missed Facebook either. I really, really haven't. But I'm just going to keep my YouTube going because I do like the YouTube. I've had a lot of immense support from you out there for since I've had cancer. You know, I've had complete strangers sending me Reiki and well wishes, and I'm so grateful for it all. I truly am. So I don't think I'll ever give up YouTube, but I'll just it's not going to be like I'll be publishing a video each week. I'll just be doing what I want when I feel like it. I'll always keep up my cancer ones because I want whatever I go through to be able, the reason I do it is to be able to help other people. So that's why I do it. But I'm going to delve more into, it will be definitely more into the spiritual side. You can't go through, nearly dying so many times as I have and become more spiritual. I don't see how somebody can't. It kind of goes hand in hand. I was always spiritual before, but even more so now. So it'll be more on the spiritual side. I'll be doing things that I really, really love. I'll definitely be doing the ancient voices. I might even bring back the crystal scrying because I really enjoyed that. And that's pretty much it, what I've been doing. I've been fighting and I've been winning so far, and I just, that's the goal. That's what my hematologist said, is to get me in complete remission and live a long life as long as I can. So that's what I'm going to do. I said to my dad, he's 93, I said, I've got to at least live longer than you. And he started laughing. He goes, yes, you do. So I'm hoping I might go and see my father before the end of this year. I really would love to be there for Christmas for him, but I don't know how it'll be, because the prices are so expensive, and because we've got 3 pets, one dog and 2 cats. It's a lot of money when you put them in the kennels. So my husband's thinking of just sending me by myself. Last time he came with me and we had a really good time, but he's thinking of sending me by myself, and then I can just stay as long as I want, which would be nice. So I'm hoping to do that as well. And I'm just really wanting to get this chemo finished and see where I'm at. And then it's too hard to plan what you want to do in the future when you're undergoing treatment, because you don't really know. I don't know if I'm going to have more, or if I really, after the last lot, it finished, kills what's left inside of me. That's what I'm really hoping for. And that's it, really. So besides looking a little bit pale, but I think it might be light, I actually feel okay. I've been doing well, and I want to thank you all for your support and well wishes and your prayers, because I know you all do that, and I'm very, very internally grateful. I can't even express how grateful I am for everybody out there. So until next time, this is Tracy, and you take care.